How you doing, folks? So today I'm going to show you some hidden features and shortcuts integrated into Windows 10, which can save you a ton of time, make you work much better, and almost triple your productivity. So let's get straight into it. Have you ever been in that situation when you go to the computer in the morning and you load up a site and it's just not working at all? All the text is in Times New Roman and pushed to the left of the page, and all the images are sprawled about everywhere without order? And you keep refreshing the page, but that just does not fix it? Well, I got a solution. Instead of just refreshing the page, click Ctrl Shift R, and that will refresh the page bypassing the cache, meaning that the browser is forced to re-download all the style sheets, making the website beautiful again. Have you ever been doing some research and you end up on Wikipedia following links about things that you're not interested in at all at the beginning, and then you end up with 100 Chrome tabs open that you start closing all at once at the end, and then you realize that you closed the one that you actually needed at the beginning, and then you have to go back to Google and research it and waste a ton of time. But actually there's an easier way. The second you've deleted that tab, just click Ctrl Shift T and that tab will immediately be reinstated. Have you ever wanted to include an equation or a mathematical formula into a Google Docs file, but you can't find the superscript or subscript or any of the symbols, and then you just resort to little hats and parentheses which no one will understand? Well, actually there's an easier way. If you just click Alt-I and E together, it will send you to the equation editor, which allows you to enter an equation in line with the text. And not only that, you don't need to spend hours digging around for the right symbol in the menus. You can just write backslash and then the name of the symbol that you need, and it will immediately generate it for you. Have you ever worked on a project where you decided that rather than work on one huge file all at once, to work on smaller separate files that then you would collate at the end into one final document? And now that time has come, and you need to go to each of the smaller files and select all the text and drag it into the larger one. But actually there's an easier way than just scrolling down to the bottom and wasting a lot of time. If you just put your mouse anywhere on the smaller file and just click Ctrl A, all of the text and images will immediately be selected, and then that can be easily copied and pasted into the large file, saving tons of time. Have you ever found yourself on Wikipedia looking for a piece of information that you don't really know where to look for and you don't want to read through the whole article? Well, actually, Chrome has a really cool feature that can help you here. If you just go to the page and type in Ctrl F, a little search bar will appear at the top right of the page, where you can search anything you want, and any mention of that word will appear in the text. And also on the scroll bar on the right, it will show you where all the mentions are, so you can see where the mentions are most densely populated, which is really useful. Have you ever been working on a project that has needed many different programs open at the same time? And you probably know that it takes a lot of time to go with the mouse from the minimize button of one program back down to the taskbar to maximize the program that you need at the time. Well, actually there's a much easier way to do this. If you just click Alt-Tab, it will immediately take you to the task view, and if you keep clicking Tab, it will allow you to cycle through all the programs that you have open, and when you stop, it will maximize the program that you have selected, speeding up the whole process. Have you ever been writing an email to a boss or a teacher about something that you got absolutely no idea about? So you just go online and try to find something that sounds smart and then you copy and paste it back into the email. You probably have. But the problem with that is that when you paste it, the formatting is going to be all off. It's going to be the formatting of the page that you copied it from. However, there's a very easy fix. When you paste, rather than clicking Ctrl V, click Ctrl Shift V, and that will paste it without the formatting, meaning that it will almost pass as if you wrote it yourself. Next up is one of my favorites. Whenever you wanted to have more than one window open at the same time, you've probably resorted to just resizing the windows by hand, resulting in a very unorderly mess. However, there's a Windows feature that can really help. If you click the Windows key followed by the left or right keys, it will snap the current window immediately into the left or right of the page perfectly symmetrically. And also, if you click the up and down keys as well, it will snap them into the corners, meaning that you can have a beautiful, perfectly symmetrical quadruple screen at an instant. Have you ever been writing a paper and you come across this picture in an article that would be a perfect fit? However, you realize that it's been baked into the PDF, so you can't download it in the traditional sense. Well, you might know about the snippet tool, but now it's easier than ever to access it. If you just click the Windows key, Shift, and S, you'll immediately open up the snippet tool, after which you can select the part of the screen that you need, you'll immediately save it to the clipboard, and you can paste it into your paper with no effort made. And now for number 1, heads and shoulders above the rest. Do you have a busy schedule? Do you have 3 different projects due in the next week? Well, if you do, you probably have hundreds of different Chrome tabs and programs open, creating a huge interdisciplinary mess that is not allowing you to achieve anything good. But not anymore. Windows 10 has got a hidden feature that can save your life in this situation. It's called virtual desktops. Try it now. click Windows Ctrl D to create a new virtual desktop. There, you can open any programs and internet tabs you need to concentrate on one project. Then you can open up a new one, again clicking Windows Ctrl D, and prepare for yet another project there. You can easily cycle between the virtual desktops by clicking Windows Ctrl and the left and right keys, allowing you to swap between projects without any confusion whatsoever. And when you finally finished a project and sent it in, you can obliterate the virtual desktop by clicking Windows Ctrl and F4, and you'll never have to think about it again. Well, that's it, folks. I hope you found these useful, and I'll see you next time.